Patrick Osagi, Honor Continuity Corps. Sir, just now, your hotel, the Portrait Hotel, is getting set with pool party. How long have you been in this hotel business?
Well, I won't say it's that long. I think I've been in the industry now for about, in Nigeria, I've been in this industry for about 3 years in Lagos, to be precise. You've been here before. This is my residential house, but I hardly stay here, and I thought of creating a job for people. I also thought of creating a living for myself, so I decided to convert my my country home to a hotel. So I would say this is barely a year. We're still trying to put things together, but in order for us to let people know that this is going to be home away from home, we decided to do a large pool party.
So you knocked me off that response, because I was coming to that. You've answered already. Now let's come to the issue of how has been the business so far?
Well,
hotel business
is I'd say it's booming in Benin, because Benin is more like a transit point, for most people, right? Eastern brothers, when they're going to Lagos, they pass through here. Some of our brothers too, who are from the Delta, Bayelsa and all that, if it's late a little bit, they pass through here. And also, Benin is the heartbeat of the nation, so things are happening in Benin. And then you also know that we Benin people are very accommodative people, we're very friendly, so that's why people really love to have a good time here most weekends, So I would say that, yes, most times hotels are fully booked in Benin, but recently, because of the cash crunch and the increase of POS madness and Mayfair irrational decisions affected the business. So for now, I could say it's slow, and also to the petrol or the diesel is not also helping. You know that a diesel is almost about 800 per liter, and surprisingly, because of the inefficiency of the state government here, petrol is sold in Lagos for 190, and because some people have interest in gas station business who are in government here, our first is about 270 naira. So you're always trying to catch up, always trying to make sure that you are catching up, but you are running, but you're not really getting the baton. That's what we are. But we got to keep trying, because one day we know that there will be a light in the tunnel at the end of it.
Sir, this pool party, what do fun seekers stand to gain from it?
Well, it's everything.
What should you expect?
Well, it's everything, because I'm UP, I'm swag. I've been there, done that. I'm a Canadian. I've been part. Being most of part of the Caribbean country. I've been. I enjoy tourism. I enjoy cruising. I've taken a lot of cruise in different parts of the world, so I know what it is to organize a party. You know what I mean? Where it will be yours to discover. I wouldn't let the cat out of the bag. So it got to be yours to discover. It's gonna be high. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna have the most beautiful guests here on that day. You're gonna have the most talented boy. Boys who can roll. Who can cash groove. Who can spend the money. Yeah. You don't forget ultimate equality want to win the party. You know what I mean? So who's gonna be here? You feel me, right?
Are we expecting people from the diaspora to be part of it?
Well, I don't know who I'm expecting, but it's been on the news. You are here too. It's been on Facebook. We've been doing a lot of advert in our own way. So, but I'm sure that because they know who's in the party, I'm a success. Whatever I do, it's successful because I'm in minor touch. So everybody's gonna be here. Everything's gonna be everything. That's what I'm saying.
Sir, it's a daytime party, 12 noon. How do you see? Say parties in Nigeria are normally night parties.
I don't know what time they face because I'm not in that management, but I do know that I finance the party, so I'm not going to speak about that. But it don't matter what time we do it, whether we do it in the day or whether we do it in the night, it's going to be up. First, me, this girl. Oh my God, go ahead, please.
Sir, looking at it, the tourism business in Nigeria, people have complained that there is no much of government presence in tourism business.
Well, there's no government presence in everything we do in Nigeria. We're just like more like a buffalo soldier, fighting for arrival, fighting to survive. Listen, if you go to Caribbean or go to Canada, for example, when you're into a business, you see governments, there. They see them assisting you. Sometimes you can even access loan. But one would tell me, oh, are you not in Nigeria? That's the developed world. We can also be a developed world because most of these people who are governors or who are senators, members of rep, they go there, they know what's obtainable there. So we can also do, perhaps even beat them in what they do because we're very smart people, you know? You know what I mean? So, but unfortunately, you don't have any government patronage. What they do is even want to close whatever you are doing. They give you some taxation without even know how much you make. They assess you by the watch you wear or by the car you drive or by the building you operate from. And that's not how it works. Taxation is very important. When you don't pay tax, it's criminal. I'm telling you that now, okay? In Lagos, for example, my roads are tied. I pay my taxes and everything. But about some time ago, some people were here when to ask me questions, my books. I told them it's barely a year. I was showing them my books and all that. But I also asking them, it's an earth road, and the road is not even tied. Because Godwin Obaseki knows it's very wicked, he's a dictator, he doesn't want anybody to talk to him. Some people cannot even dare to say what I'm saying now because they will think it's going to show their business. But I don't care about that. He's not showing my business anyway. This is Omogate you're coming from. He tied the road from Ogboro to Omogate. He didn't tie my road because one guy here who used to be a Speaker of the House, Thomas Okoso, lives here. He's not in good terms with him because I'm also the people's person. I'm a humanist. I talk about things that is rot in our society, right? So Godwin Obaseki wouldn't like that. So he doesn't tie my road. I don't have enough money to tie my road. If I have, I would do it, right? So that's one of the things we suffer. Nobody come here and pick up our garbage, you know. There's no water. We sink our borehole. We do everything ourselves. So there's really no government here. You know what I mean? There's really no government because, you know, I don't know how to describe Nigeria. Nigeria is not a nation or rather a country. Nigeria is a state because the government has all the right. If you say anything against them, you are doomed. And country don't progress like that. It's a retrogression if you operate as a state instead of a nation.
Sir, you just made mention of creating employment opportunity through this hotel business. Now let's go to government. The government of the day here now has spent over 7 years.
Yes.
How will you rate the government in terms
Oh,
of
well, you know, if anything is zero, I'll give the government zero, you know. You know how long Governor Obaseki told you that he was going to do Gilligilli Seaport. He signed an MOU with a lot of money, and today there's no Gilligilli Seaport. I personally, there's no beach, bad beach, or beach in Benin, rather. I had consultants, you know, that was going to have the first beach in a Kewa Road, the area you call Gilligilli, right? Because he had made a lot of noise about this, signed a lot of MOU, which today, you know, he's very good at MOU, right? With teleprompters, right? He didn't do nothing. But if he had done that Gilligilli today, I had a partner with a company in California and China that was going to give me speedboats. Do you know that we can discongest, you know, traveling in the road to Lagos because we have a speedboat that can take you from Gilligilli to Ekpe in 35 minutes. And this speedboat is going to be a very large one. You're going to have a Wi-Fi, you're going to have a restaurant, you're going to have a club there, you're going to have everything. And that will reduce the suffering of us in this country. But he didn't do it. He's talking about doing industrial park. He didn't do it. He's talking about moderate Falani. That was even a federal government project. He didn't do it. Talking about some electrification. I don't have electrification. I don't even have a light here now for 7 days. I've been using generators and buying expensive diesels and venture to run my business. So it's sad. You know, we hope that these people, one day they will know that we are not a conquered people. You know, whether it's state government or the federal government. And listen, it's not particular about Governor Obaseki alone. It's particular to across the board. Look at Winke in River State, the way he conquered his people, the way he's spending his people, the way he served people, the way he's ringing the election and all that bullshit. Look at our governor here. The other day we were doing a House of Assembly election. Today now, a go result is still held by Obaseki. The nothing professors that you call educated illiterate, they stole the result because they couldn't announce the results. I mean, do you have to win 24-24? Life is about, live and let other people live. But whatever we sow is what we reap, So for me, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to continue being kind to people so that the world and God can also be kind to me, Because nothing lasts forever. You know what I mean? Soldier go, soldier come, barrack remain. I've been here. I've seen a lot of governors, I'm still here. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But they have to rethink that we are not conquered people. They have to show some respect. They have to support our business. They have to create an enabling environment. We have to hold them accountable to their promises. Governor Obaseki has written so many MOU that the Guinness Book have given him a medal award as the best governor in the whole world. As a matter of fact, his name has entered the Guinness Book of Records as the best governor who writes MOU and do nothing.
Sir, let's come to your party, the Labour Party. As we speak now, the Labour Party, we understand, is making a claim to collect expression of interest or governorship nomination form in the state like Imo. You have to pay 25 million.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not Labour Party. I'm not a spokesperson. I don't know if it's true or false, so I will not speculate anything. Sorry.
Now let's come back to your Edo. As we speak now, this issue of airport, they do not. I want you to be specific. What do you think of it?
Now, listen, the governor should start making a fool of us. The Edo people are wise, they are civilized, they are educated. You know, if a governor cannot tie or find a solution to Ihama, Ihama was a pride place. Ihama is in GRA, for God's sake. If it rains for 3 days, it's not accessible. Can you please tell the governor to at least make the road accessible in Benin and control the erosion? They're talking about doing an airport. Do you think an airport is a child's play? You know how long it takes to do an airport? Do you think that Godwin can come to ring an election when he's on the office? How does he wish to do that? I don't know. So I think he's just going to sign under MOU again and give money to foreigners who are going to be consultants. Godwin is making a fool of the Edo people, but I'm not included in that foolishness. No, I'm not. Sorry.
Finally, you have a world view of experiences in politics, in business, and you have never told anybody one day that you are interested in becoming governor.
No,
why?
Politics is not my life. You know, I prefer to vote, or to exercise my civic responsibility. And a lot of people, when you are doing what is good, what is right, they think that your interest is to run for governor or for presidency or for Senate. No, I've had all the opportunity to do it. Even in the past election with Labour Party, I would have picked the ticket for Senate or House of Rep. I was approached, but I said I declined to it. That's not me. You know, because I talk or I criticize the government, because I'm a social crusader, that doesn't mean I'll perform well in office. So I like those who can do it. You know, I'm sure that there are a lot of people who can do it better than me. But if I have any candidate, I feel that he will put Edo people first, then I'll support that candidate.
So do we call you a king, but not a kingmaker, but not a king?
I don't know, whatever you want to call me, but I feel that the name doesn't do anything for me. I think that it's the man that actually do the job. So I prefer to be who I am. My name is Ultimate Equal. I prefer that.
It's a pleasure talking with you, sir.
Nice speaking with you. Thank you.